is with us in San Francisco. Hi, Zoo. How are you?
Hey, Mr. Ramsey, how are you?
Great. How can we help?
Oh, that's so great to hear. I am calling because I'm so tired of living the life that I'm living, and I need your help. So the reason that I'm calling is because I need to know, or we need to know, my husband and I need to know how to get my husband on board with the plan and care about our home finances.
Mm.
We got married back in April of 2020, and my husband said that he had income to bring to the marriage. We come to find out he had no money at all to come into the marriage, not even for the honeymoon. So
He wasn't working?
our marriage,
Or no savings?
But no savings.
Okay.
Nothing
So
in savings.
he made a mistake, or he lied to you?
He straight up lied completely.
Wow. To the tune of how much?
He said, I have enough money for like 6 months of expenses. He was moving from Michigan to California at that time.
And it was a flat out lie.
It's flat out, completely, yes.
What else has he lied about?
Spending. He has borrowed so much money from family members, and so we have our finances together now, but it's just not, it doesn't seem to be working.
Well, because you don't trust him.
I trust him, yes. I mean,
Why?
Why do I trust him? Because he's my husband.
No, no. You don't trust I have a dog. I had a dog one time that would bite you, and he's my dog, but he would bite you. I didn't trust him.
Yeah.
Even though he's my dog. This dog bites. Oh my gosh. So what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
What are y'all doing to build your relationship after it started on lies?
So we go to church, and we've been getting counseling at church. And every time we meet quarterly, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to change," but he has not changed one bit. It's only getting worse. And we've been trying to start your plan since the beginning of the year.
You don't need to start. You don't need to start our plan.
Hey, what's he spending money on? You said that he's spending money. He's not telling you about it. What's he spending that money on?
He's spending money on GoPros, electronics, cameras,
How
cables.
old is he?
He's 27.
Okay.
So she married a child.
Yeah.
Because
boy child.
That's what kids do. They do things they know they're not supposed to do, and then when mommy says, "What'd you do?" they lie about it. And then mommy says, "Okay, you're in timeout," and they say, "Okay, I thought about what I did," and then they go back and do the same thing again.
That's exactly. You got it to the point. That's exactly what's going on.
I'm sorry. That's frustrating.
I can't get him on our plan. Our plan is for grown-ups. So you guys have to continue and engage in depth counseling for your marriage. You guys, you're in a mess, honey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry because this guy does not want to engage anything that requires self-discipline, self-control, maturity, the ability to delay pleasure for a greater good. He is about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's not about you. He's not about your marriage. He's not about your future. He's about him. I can't help someone in that situation. I'd love to, but the best way I can help him is to be mean enough to him that he goes and does something good for himself and starts to grow up. Because, a man, not a 27-year-old male, but a man does not put his personal desires and purchases in a lie ahead of the good of the family and the good of his wife. And that's what you're facing.
So right.
Yeah. I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I'm so sorry
really
for
am.
you. Yeah. I wish I could, if I thought I could take you guys, if you guys were both ready to go, but the work you all the time you need to be spending is not on Financial Peace University. You need to be spending time in the marriage counselor's office. And if he won't go, your marriage counselor needs to help you decide in your church setting at what point is this marriage done?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can promise you it's done if he doesn't change. I don't know whether it's a decade or whether it's 10 days or 10 months, but it's But I've worked doing what I'm doing, and I know that I don't believe in divorce. I'm not telling you to get a divorce. I'm not doing any of that. But I've worked with couples long enough to know that a lady in your situation will hold her breath for some period of time, and when the volcano finally goes off, there's no putting the lava back in.
I know that's right.
It's over. The switch is flipped, and we be done.
Mm-hmm.
And no amount of spiritual shaming or anything else will undo that.
I know that's right.
So please, 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 the two of you, for the good of your future, for the good of each other, spend time on getting in a good, solid, winning relationship where you're serving each other, not being selfish, being selfless. And that's, and immature and all of these things. It's so hard. So hard. Wow. I'm so sorry. So guys, disclosing 100% in truth of who you are about money and exactly what the dollars and cents are. Mm-hmm. How much is in savings, how much is in retirement, how much you make. Really early in the dating process is a valid thing.
I think so.
Jesus said your treasure's where your heart is. So how you handle money and where the money goes speaks about who you are as a person. Mm-hmm. It's a description of your value.
It is. And
your values, rather. Mm-hmm. And so young ladies demand that of these young males to see if they're men. Young men demand that of these young females to see if they're grown women instead of little princesses. Because you don't want this, guys. It's not fun. It's not fun. Oh, it's so sad.